Hold on. You're not listening to me.
Yes, I am. You've told me your name is Michael Thompson and you're not with your National Guard unit. So, Mike, why do you expect to receive your National Guard pay?
I'm sort of with the regular army now, and we're up in the mountains fighting, but...
Are you actually in the regular army?
Not officially. I kind of got swept up during the retreat from Seattle.
Then have your company clerk file a 451-A.
Look, our company clerk got his head blown off 2 hours ago. I need that money, and I need it sent to my ex-wife in Chicago before she...
Mike, I can only pay you... Or an actual current spouse. That is if I could even pay you, which I can't unless I get a 451-A. For the ex-spouse, I'm going to need a declaration from a court.
A declaration from the court? Have you heard? We've been invaded.
That doesn't change anything. We have rules in this country for a reason, and if
I swear, I'm gonna beat these damn Russians, and then I'm gonna hunt you down. How do you like that?
Yeah, hunt me down with a 451-A, and I need it in triplicate, Corporal.
After Pine Valley, the Russians pulled back and tightened their perimeter around Seattle. Unable to mount an attack ourselves, we waited, nursing our wounds and trying to anticipate what would happen next. Not long before Christmas, the Russians made their next move. Several regiments attacked east up into the Cascade Range, and it soon became apparent that their objective was Fort Teller, the headquarters for the Strategic Defense Initiative, or as the public popularly dubbed it, the Star Wars Project. What we knew, and they didn't, was that the project was a bust. If the Russians reached the base, they'd realize the whole thing was basically a scam, that we had nothing to stop their nuclear missiles from striking our cities and military bases. We couldn't let them figure that out, so we moved east as well, taking the fight into the mountains and trying to delay the Russians, while Colonel Wilkins and his people at Fort Teller dug in as hard as they could.
I suggest we fortify these crossings and then blow up the bridge.
Yeah, that should buy Wilkins some time.
That won't work, sir. We don't have nearly enough
And what will you have us do? Roll over and die? If Ivan gets to Fort Teller, we'll have a global thermonuclear war in our hands.
Hey, must be a Russian scout.
Damn it! We need to get moving. You won't be needed here, Bannon. I'm sending you 10 miles northeast on a recon mission.
Understood, sir.
All right, then. Wilkins is counting on us. Let's get to it. No time to dick around, Parker. Establish defensive positions at those two forts. If Ivan is already there, I want him annihilated. You hear me? If he gets the chance to dig in before we get there, we won't be able to hold back the main force.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Sir Cypher here. Let's play World in Conflict, Soviet Assault, Mission 6. Now, we have to take these river crossings. One thing, though, that's not obvious is you don't have to take them both at the same time. You should take them one at a time. If you try and take both, you'll fail. So, we're going to take this one first. I really like that intro bit with the government bureaucracy, because if anyone's ever dealt with something like the DMV, military bureaucracy is like it's like the DMV on just a massive, unheard of scale. You know, it's crazy.
Infantry, good to go.
There's people I knew who, like, you know, there's an issue with them getting paid, and you know, it could take like, you know, weeks or months to get resolved. Or the army would pay someone too much and they wouldn't realize it, and the army wouldn't realize it, and then 6 months later the army goes, yeah, we're gonna need back like $8,000. You know, the person already spent it all. So, you know, it's interesting. Okay, so we're gonna get our sniper in this house. We're gonna move our regular infantry up there. We're gonna get some AT infantry there. Maybe we'll get some another second AT squad in the woods.
AT squad ready. On our way, sir.
And yeah, let's go here.
Hostiles neutralized.
Close air support, bringing in the goods.
Rifle squad is here. Go, go, go!
So if anybody who doesn't know, the Star Wars project was Reagan's sort of brainchild of an attempt to prevent nuclear missile attacks or ballistic missile attacks in the United States. And it basically didn't work. Even today, it remains incredibly difficult of a problem to solve.
Yes, sir.
Because,
Our way, sir. Infantry moving. Heavy infantry
you know,
moving to position.
ballistic missiles are very quick and you only have so long. And I believe still the most common idea of how you get rid of them is you just launch your own missiles, your own nukes at the incoming cloud of enemy missiles, and you just try and blow them up in the sky. And yeah, you'll have to deal with fallout, but theoretically the fallout will be, you know, not as bad as dealing with direct nuclear missile strikes. So yeah, it's not really an ideal situation.
Enemy target destroyed.
Uh-oh.
They're firing at us. Enemy target destroyed, sir.
Okay. So yeah, basically we just have to hold this zone for a little bit, and then Webb will come over and take over for us. Artillery's not super useful here, but it's good enough.
Medium artillery ready for action.
Cool. So
Well done, Parker. Ivan has probably dug in at the other fort by now, so expect some resistance when you get there.
My guys are moving
we're
into
gonna
position,
scoot out of
sir.
here.
And my scouts report increased Soviet activity across the river.
They're moving fast. We just have to move faster. You know what to do, Parker. Eagle 6 out.
I think my sniper's only one guy, but he'll heal himself.
Moving.
Do a little self-aid. So yeah, it didn't really work, the Star Wars project. There was all sorts of crazy shenanigans like spaceborne lasers and things like that. And
Cannon, report.
We're 2 clicks from our final waypoint and engaging a small Soviet advance force. APCs and jeeps, over.
I couldn't care less what you're engaging, Bannon. There's a bridge in that area, and I want you to destroy it. Report when you're done. Eagle 6 out.
Troop carrier waiting for patching him up, sir.
Reporting in.
But yeah, I have no doubt that U.S. bureaucracy is still gonna
Mobile mortar here, sir.
be a bureaucracy even in the event of like
Infantry, good to go.
the mainland of the United States getting invaded. Okay, so let's head up here and try and get some visibility. I want to probably... I'll wait till I get visibility and then I'll hit that stuff with artillery.
Ready to repair. Mechanic is in place, sir. Start with the repair.
I think the Star Wars project is one of those things where it's like almost the USSR didn't believe their intelligence that it didn't work. Like they just couldn't fathom that the United States would spend so much money on something that like didn't really work,
Where do you want a
which
sniper
shows
coming in?
their
On our way, sir.
naivete with U.S. military contracting situations.
Targets at this time.
Okay, we'll hit him with that.
Eagle 6 out.
Okay.
Artillery here.
Okay, so we'll hit these guys with the Willie Pete.
Laying down a
We want to hit that AT. Uh-oh. No, leave my...
AP squad, infantry moving. Moving out.
Okay, everybody get in this forest. Everybody get cozy.
repair.
And we'll whittle down this, these fortifications.
Hurry up with engaging a hostile.
One of the narratives of why the Cold War ended, which I think is not really that accurate, is Reagan's defense military spending with things like the Star Wars project. The Russians just couldn't keep up, but I think if you, more modern scholarship is like
Artillery's available.
the Soviet Union was just like falling apart, and all it took is just a kind of a little push for it to finally
Ready to repair.
collapse.
Yes, sir. Artillery's ready.
Okay, so we'll keep bombing this.
We're engaged.
Infantry, good to go. We're moving out to that perimeter.
Mechanic is in place, sir. Start repair.
Okay, so we'll keep our sniper here,
Sir, infantry, good to go.
and then we're gonna try and sneak these guys across.
Infantry on the move.
Artillery
And maybe drop some Willie Pete in the forest just in case there's some enemy tanks there. We have plenty of time to take this area, so there's no real need to rush. We just don't want to. We don't want to lose our guys if we can help it.
Return fire! Enemy defeated, sir. Incoming fire! That rocket misses, we're toast, so let's hope it doesn't.
Artillery is available. Yes,
Okay.
We're in a tight spot.
Uh-oh.
These rockets! What now? Enemy KIA! What do you
Okay,
want?
get in there. Get in that force, guys.
What is it?
Advance.
We're in a tight spot.
Medium artillery ready.
Okay, so we're gonna just keep hitting these guys with the artillery.
Return fire!
Okay.
Enemy defeated.
Once these guys get in the woods,
AT squad here! What do you want?
we should be pretty. Just need somewhere where they're gonna get the bonus.
Good to go. Kinda busy here.
Okay. I think I need to advance because these AT infantry are just getting hammered here.
We're in a tight spot.
Okay.
Enemy is KIA.
Engine is running, sir. Mechanic.
All right. So I think we're okay for the moment. I'm gonna just drop napalm,
Copy that. Target coordinates will be
just so
is on the way.
we have a second to repair while we're moving in.
Yes, sir. Ready for action.
This mission isn't particularly long or difficult, but it is, you know, you can get away from you if you let it, so to speak. So we'll just keep napalming. That should slow him down for a little bit.
Fight, sir. Awaiting new squad
Give me a chance to resupply here.
Departing. Sir.
Anti-tank unit
Infantry
here,
good
sir.
to go.
Well, these guys need to be resupplied too. You know, I feel like this game does a decent. Maybe it's just me, you know. Maybe this is not the common view, but the game does a decent job of having me sympathize with Bannon. Because at the start, you're clearly supposed to not like him, because he, you know,
Another
basically
excellent job, Parker. I'm detailing a
leaves
pair
you
of
out to dry.
M60s to you. Don't lose them. They're all we have until Bannon returns. If he returns.
But you know, just how incredibly mean Colonel Sawyer is to him
And sir, I'm sure Bannon will pull through.
That remains to be
makes
seen,
one kind of
Captain.
sympathize with him. Okay, so we have plenty of resources here.
We'll hold the forts, Parker. Hold on to your next objective.
And now for the final crossing, Parker. The bridge is the prize. Claim it and secure it before Ivan does.
Yep. Okay, we'll get the bridge. Although this river does not seem particularly difficult to ford for
Eagle 6, this is
modern,
Bannon.
like,
Sit rep, over.
you're telling me a BMP or a T-80 couldn't
I gather you
couldn't make it
found
through that
your
river.
objective.
But whatever, I
Bridge has
digress.
been destroyed, sir.
Um,
We're moving back now, but we're encountering increased Soviet resistance in the
Okay.
area.
We won't be able to hold the crossing forever, Bannon. If you're not here in time, you'll have to find another way around.
But sir, the area's crawling with commies.
And I couldn't care less, Bannon. Ivan is not getting this bridge because of your incompetence. Eagle 6 out.
Okay, maybe I'll just drop some napalm here, just so the enemy won't be just so the enemy won't be shooting at me as I run across the river here.
Infantry good to go. Moving out.
Okay.
Carrier waiting for orders.
Webb here. We're under heavy attack at both forts.
Understood, Captain. Can you hold?
Oh my God! Come on, Webb.
So, Colonel, some backup would be nice, though.
Moving to position.
Roger that. I'll see what I can do. Eagle 6 out.
Come on, Webb. Like really? I'm supposed to have to come. I have to like break through here now.
Boarding in.
Jeez.
Driving.
I thought Bannon was the incompetent one. Womp womp womp. Okay, so we'll go through here. We'll kill all this stuff.
Want a fast trans mechanic is
Webb,
in place.
how are you holding out?
Squad reinforcement. Yes,
We're
sir.
still doing good, sir. The Russians are attacking like like crazy, but we can hold for a while longer. I am running low on ammo, though.
Roger that. I'll get you some supplies. Hang in there. Eagle
Okay,
6
well I just
out.
dropped my M60s and they're gonna
Ready for duty. March. Okay.
they're gonna take care of this nonsense right here. And then I just need to get past here before before they recover. Okay.
Engine is running, sir.
Okay, I'll drop some napalm.
Sir, have we heard from Colonel Wilkins yet?
Cool.
I spoke to him briefly an hour ago. He told us to meet him at Cascade Falls, the garrison town near Fort Teller.
Oh no, get back here. Mortar team.
2 understrength companies is what he told me, Captain.
And we have regiments of Soviet troops coming. This won't be an easy fight, Colonel.
No, it won't, Captain. It won't. We're ready with our sniper. Moving to retake that position before Ivan fortifies, Parker.
Yeah.
We fought for here.
So there's no strict time limit for this part, I believe. So we're more or less okay. Uh-oh. Okay, let's get more infantry over here to help out. We got a sniper here. And then I think there's some enemy in these woods. I see them plinking away at my I see them plinking away at my guys here. Let's see here. Okay, where did my infantry go? Oh shoot, they're all the way back here. Yeah, I need to kill these infantry because they're scouting from they're scouting for the guys across the river, which is what's killing all of my people.
We're taking heat.
Okay.
Focus on the enemy.
Jeez, Webb. Okay, so Webb is just getting slaughtered over there.
Rifles go. Run.
So much so that I might as well just call in new infantry. Because yeah, he's not gonna be able to do anything useful. Okay, so oopsies. Okay, so I really want to move across here, but I want another Humvee. Ah, well, screw it. Okay, so we're gonna move the 2 heavy tanks, the 2 medium tanks across.
We're in a tight spot.
We're gonna move.
AT, sir. Yes.
We're gonna get all of our guys in the woods here.
Mechanic is in place, sir. Start repairs.
We're gonna get these guys in those woods.
Yes, sir.
We got medium armor here.
Mechanized here. We're getting busy with the repairs now.
Okay.
Stay low and move. Let's run. We're in combat.
Okay. And then I guess I should be more quick with the napalm here.
Yes, sir. Ready for action. Moving to position. That's one defeated hostile.
Is running, sir.
Okay, so we'll have a little fire base of
Move, people. We've got a situation. Go, go, go.
I want to recover those guys, but I really need to get a second Humvee here.
Ready for duty.
So I can repair my first Humvee, which then can
Troop carrier waiting for orders. Engine, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving and departing. Move, drive. Rolling, rolling. Sir, artillery talking to the vehicle is ready. Driving quickly. For your protection, sir. Mechanic is in place.
Good job, Parker. We'll wait a little while longer, but if Bannon isn't here soon, we'll blow the bridge. Reporting in. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Send some new soldiers for our squad.
What now, sir? Enemy down.
Okay, so we're gonna go up here on a little sneaky mission because I know what the game is gonna throw at us next, which is a little bit unfair. Whoa! Which has hit those guys. That was pretty brutal.
Ready for action. Moving to position.
You guys get in the
Infantry, good to
trees.
go. Infantry, good to go. Requesting reinforcements.
Okay, for whatever reason, these guys don't have a tree bonus.
Ready to repair. Starting
But
with the
whatever.
repairs. Artillery here.
Okay. So now, after this timer ends, we won't be able to call in any more reinforcements, including reinforcing our infantry units.
Squad members requested, sir. Ready for duty.
So now, at this point, whatever we've got is what we've got.
Parker.
Which means
Infantry
these
moving.
guys, we really need to make sure we're in the woods. But I think we're pretty much all healed up.
Tracks are moving. For your protection, sir. Armor's ready to go.
You might wonder what we're doing up here, but you will see. You shall see. Webb still not able to hold these
I just got off the horn
crossings.
with the Air Force. Their planes are grounded, and that means no more reinforcements.
I do think this
We'll
is a
have to
problem
make
that
do with
happens
what we
sometimes
got.
in games
Eagle 6 out.
where you play a hard mode because
Sir, my
the
scouts
enemy
have
gets
reported
extra
several
troops.
Soviet artillery vehicles moving into position across the river.
Roger that. They'll be zeroing in on your position, Parker. Send out a strike team to neutralize.
Like the AI will get extra troops, but only the enemy AI. So your friendly AI will have the same amount of units, and it's not like your friendly AI is going to be more competent than usual. Okay, so we'll kill that.
I have a sit rep. My scouts say the Soviet
Kill this
main force is moving into the area.
transport here so it won't shoot us from behind. We'll take out that mortar.
Where the hell are you? Charlie 6, come in.
They could be
Okay.
in combat, sir. And the hills break up
Oh.
the radio transmissions. We should give them a little more time.
Good
So we'll
job
give him
clearing
one of
the artillery,
those.
Parker. Now concentrate your forces around the bridge. Damn it.
Okay.
If I don't hear from them soon, we'll blow the bridge and move on.
Laying down a barrage, sir.
Okay, so now we have to just defend this bridge till Bannon hopefully gets
The
here.
Russians are coming at us in force. Bring up those Gustavs and we'll show those bastards a thing or two.
Gustavs, of course, the man-portable recoilless rifles. They're lots of fun. I think the AT-4, I think the anti-tank squads are supposed to have Carl Gustavs. I was looking up the smalls, which are like the Marine ones, the Marine anti-tank sort of
This is Webb.
Carl Gustav
Bannon
equivalents,
doesn't get
and
here soon. We'll have to withdraw.
they don't
I
look
can't
the same.
sustain these losses for much longer.
Direct hit on the enemy, sir. Want a fast transport somewhere, sir?
Things like Carl Gustavs, though, I don't know if it's actually modeled that way in this, but they're just not that effective against like modern MBTs that have composite armor, because they're resistant to heat.
Target destroyed.
Because recoilless rifles, they don't shoot the round quickly enough to like penetrate based on speed.
Your protection, yes.
They just have explosive warheads that are shaped in a way that aids penetration,
We're still holding at the
or that
fort.
does like a jet
Russians
of
will break through eventually.
explosives through the
Their main
armor.
force can't be far out now.
And yeah,
Understood,
modern
Captain. We'll hold
MBTs
the bridge as long as possible, but I won't risk it for
can't
Bannon's
really
sake.
get hit with that.
He'll have to fend for himself if he's
Yeah,
late.
yeah. This AI and the amount of units it gets is not balanced for this difficulty level, because it is
Bridge, there won't be any more battles.
completely incapable of holding this area. Okay, so we're waiting for Bannon. We got a little snowstorm. We've been reinforcements are blocked off, so we're just gonna keep shelling.
We're available for light support. Target confirmed. Fire. Good shot. Keep it up.
So yeah, the light tanks are here as like a little fire support battery.
Fast transport somewhere, sir.
Hopefully they're getting hammered as they come in, and then once they get close, my little tank squads take them out, and I have crazy numbers of AT troopers in the woods.
Mechanic is in place, sir.
So we should be okay. And again, just keeping the artillery up, just so
Firing mortars.
anybody who wants to attack me has to go through the artillery.
Putting rounds on target. Zulu 9 are out.
I don't have any visibility up there, so I can't really tell if there's units there, but given how reinforcements in this game works, they're probably coming.
That's one defeated hostile.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Well, so when they come over the hill, we'll pop smoke. And, I guess having a heavy artillery barrage would have been useful if I hadn't squandered it. Because things are looking slightly rough. Oh no, they blew up my Humvee. Okay, there goes one heavy medium tank.
They might be dead for all we know. Prepare to blow the bridge and move, Parker.
But who's that?
Six! Eagle 6, this is Bannon. Don't blow the bridge yet.
It's our knight in shining armor.
On the rear of several Soviet tanks. Engaging now.
Belay that order, Parker. Don't blow the bridge yet. Hold until Charlie Company is across.
Okay.
Grenade on target! Grenade on target!
Incoming fire! What do you want, sir?
You know, the thing is, though, I feel like I maybe could have held this even without Bannon. But that's okay. We'll let Bannon be the knight in shining armor for once and save the day. Meanwhile, Webb is just completely overrun.
That was in the nick of time, Bannon. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
All
Aww.
right, everyone, we're moving on to Cascade Falls. Stay sharp. This thing ain't over yet.
Is there some hope for Bannon? Well, anyway, that was mission 6. Not too long, just a quick one. So thank you for watching and have a nice day.